David Goodfriend, obviously this would be sort of a calculated move by the State Department to have the Secretary of State actually speak out now on this. What's your read about what that means?
Well, I think you have to look at this in the context of what the Obama administration has tried to do to shift gears away from the prior 8 years. Specifically, there's clearly has been an attempt to use diplomacy and dialogue before military apparatus, and I think that's been successful so far in opening up a dialogue. Now, what does having a dialogue mean? What it means is if you have disagreements, you have to be able to make those publicly known and to try to hash them out. Here you have an example of someone who's perhaps being mistreated. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, we all want to see her come home.
And it's appropriate for the United States administration.
David,
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, I think all of us, this is not a partisan issue. We all want to see this woman come home. We want to see her come home unharmed. Really, the ball is in Iran's court. And let's see how much they appreciate all the good measure the president's put out there and respond by freeing this woman as Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has requested.
Well, I guess the key question from a policy perspective is going to be, no, I think we all agree we all want her home. I think the key policy question is going to be whether Hillary Clinton, whether the approach of the Obama administration gives a statement from the Secretary of State at this point more heft and has more of an impact than if the previous policy and approach towards Iran had continued. And obviously this would be sort of a calculated move by the State Department to have the Secretary of State actually speak out now on this. The key policy question is going to be whether Hillary Clinton, whether the approach of the Obama administration gives a statement from the Secretary of State at this point more heft and has more of an impact, than if the previous policy and approach towards Iran had continued.
You know, I do, and I'm sure no one feels better than Roxana Saberi and her parents and her friends. This has been a long, long time in coming. This is a young woman who was simply over there as a reporter. By all accounts, she went to buy a bottle of wine and got arrested. There was never any evidence that she was a spy, and this was simply a miscarriage of justice.
Let's talk about what the larger implications might be. Is there the possibility that this is a signal from Iran that this could at least remove an obstacle to a warming of relations? And if not that, perhaps signal that they are prepared for some sort of engagement? Because it was a letter about Saberi that Hillary Clinton delivered in The Hague personally to the Iranian representatives there at their very first meeting.
We all want an America defined by deep and meaningful equality, from civil rights to labor rights, from women's rights to gay rights, from ending discrimination. There are no acceptable limits, and there are no acceptable prejudices in the 21st century in our country.
We have a common task and a common challenge.
Why can't we see that we are all in this together?
18 million of you from all walks of life. Women and men, young and old, Latino and Asian, African American and Caucasian, rich, poor and middle class, gay and straight, you have stood with me. And I will continue to stand strong with you every time, every place, and every way that I can. The dreams we share are worth fighting for.